Okay, let's say I have a bunch of assessments done, and I want to create a report on those assessments. So I'm going to go to assessments. I'm going to go to my assessment list just to show you these are all the assessments I have done. So there's a reading in March, a quick reading in October, a full reading in January, so on, short division, writing January, nonfiction report. So these are all my assessments. And to go in and view any of them, I just press the little green arrow beside them. So see short division, I either tap on the title short division or the little arrow. I tap on that, and this is my short division assessment. I'm just going to go back screen, so I'm back here to this. So again, I want to go into writing January, tap in. Well, I don't have anything in here, but this would be all filled out. And so these are all my assessments, but I want to create a report for each student, let's say. So I'm going to go back to home, and I'm going to go to assessments, and you'll see towards the end of these tabs, there's reports, and then parent teacher. So see reports, I press reports, and there's assessment reports by student. If I tap that button, you'll see here, all my students are selected already, but I could just do a report on one or two students. So I'm gonna leave everyone selected though. And you'll see all my assessments, sometimes they're unselected like that, or I can select them all by tapping that little page button at the top of all these check marks. So I could say, well, I don't want them all. I just want a report that shows these ones, like that. But I think I'm going to select them all. So I'm going to select them all. I can also go into this refine assessment list and select by term or subject and so on, but that'll be in the more detailed videos in this series. So that's it. I got everyone selected and all my assessments. I'm going to press submit. So here you can see it has Anita Bath, and you'll look down, you can see separated language arts. These are all my language arts assessments for her, my math assessments, reading assessments, and then it goes on to Eager Beaver here. I'll put him near the top, and you see all his assessments. And so we would just go through everybody in the class, all the assessments for them. If I want to view a particular assessment, I want to look at this particular one, I just press the green arrow beside the assessment. So let's look at this Anita Bath's reading record, that kind of top one. If I press that, it'll go to the reading record for her, and I can go look at it. Or I can press the back arrow and come back to this list. Now, if I want to print this list or send this list to somebody, I can tap the little send button at the top, and it just makes a PDF list. So I press list, and it can separate the students onto their own page, so it has each student, so they're not all kind of together. It gives a page for each student, or you can have them all together. So I'm just going to go all together for this. So it's going to create the PDF, and so here you can see this is the PDF created, and they're all together, all the students, just in case. And I keep going down, I leaned over. And if I wanted to send that to someone, I tap that little send button at the top, and I'd either mail or print or whatever. So I can do the same thing if I press back. I'm going to go home, actually. I'm going to press the home button. I'm going to go to assessments. I'm going to go to reports. I can do the same thing for by assessment and viewing the standards. If I've done assessments based on standards, I can do the same kind of reports based on assessments or standards. So if you're interested in these kind of assessments, you can, and these kinds of reports, then you can look at the following videos in the series.